Hello everyone, so today I am going to be doing a review and an application of a new foundation. This is the Lancome Teint Idole Ultra 24 hours. So this is the little package. I've only got a sample, but this is the packaging it came in, and I am in shade 1. So when I was on the look for a new foundation, I wanted to make sure I got something full coverage to cover the redness in my cheeks, and I wanted to make sure that it was long wearing. So I got this as a sample, and I wanted to test it to make sure I liked it. Turns out that I actually preferred my Estee Lauder one, and that's what I bought instead. So that is my sort of new foundation, but I'm going to do a review of this one today. So like I said, I am in the shade 1, and I'm going to do the application first. So I'm just going to unscrew the top. Now this is kind of like a little spatula type paddle thing, and that is kind of easier to get onto the face, because the Estee Lauder sample I had, you had to tip it out. So I do like the little pops, but it's going to be different everywhere you go obviously. So I'm just going to swipe this onto the face. Obviously you have to do this in stages, and I'm going to take my foundation brush, and I'm just going to work this into the skin in small circles, just to apply it, and it's going to buff it into the skin really well doing it like this. And I should also mention I have got a moisturiser on first. I've let it set into the skin for about 15 minutes, and it is the L'Oreal it's the L'Oreal Collagen Replumping moisturiser, and yeah, this is supposed to be like an anti-aging one or something like that. So I'm just going to grab some more product, and I'm going to swipe that across my forehead. I shouldn't really put too much on my forehead, because I do have some forehead wrinkles that I don't really want it to settle into. But yeah, small circles, and the best thing you can do, you can apply this with your fingers of course, but I prefer applying it with a brush because it makes it look a little bit more blended in, and kind of a little bit, I don't want to say more flawless, but it just makes it look, you know, a little bit more blended. I don't know. Anyway, swipe it onto the other cheek, and again small circles to just blend it through. And then I'm just going to blend it down my neck slightly as well, just to make sure that I am even. So I'm just going to apply a touch more to my cheeks, just to make sure that the redness I want to hide is covered. So again with the brush, just going to work that in. Like so. So there is the demonstration, and I will get the rest of my face on and I will give you the review. Okay, so now I've got the rest of my face on, I am going to talk about the foundation. So like I say, I have got a sample size, and I was shopping for a full coverage foundation, and the reason I decided to purchase my Estee Lauder one instead of the Lancome one is because when I went to the counter I asked her for a full coverage foundation because I had redness that I wanted to cover. So she suggested this one, and I asked for a sample. She gave it to me, and I just personally don't feel like there is enough coverage in it for me. I do have to put, as I showed you, kind of like a second layer on, not just on patches that I know that I'm going to get red. So I'm not really sold on that. It's £27 for a 30ml, I think it is, bottle, and I think for £27 you have to be certain. And I mean, the back of the Estee Lauder box, you can see it says £26.50, and that's for 30ml as well. But I am so happy with that Estee Lauder one, I don't mind paying the £26.50, but £27 is something I'm not 100% on. It's just not worth the money, and I'm sure people out there will agree. So another reason that I didn't go forth with this purchase is because it has settled into fine lines and wrinkles. So I've just got my mirror sitting here, just looking at my face, I can see that my forehead wrinkles up here are quite settled into, and my smile lines here, they're quite settled as well, and I personally don't like that. I'm very self-conscious of my forehead wrinkles anyway, so I don't really want to be drawing attention to them with having foundation sitting in them. So I do think that this is a good foundation if you've got like a medium coverage requirement, and it's got a really nice smell to it as well. I'm not even sure what the smell is. It's very nice. It is perfumed, so some people aren't going to like that because you can smell it on your face a little bit after you've applied it, but it has got a very nice smell in my opinion. It goes on really smoothly, it blends in really smoothly. It's a lot easier to work with than the Estee Lauder one, because the Estee Lauder Double Wear, it does set on the skin very, very quickly, so you only have like a minute or so to kind of buff it in and get it where you want it. So that means that this one is easier to work with. I would recommend this if you don't have a wrinkled face, or fine-lined face, shall we say. I would recommend this. For any foundation you need to apply a moisturiser underneath, just to make sure that your skin is well hydrated, and this will go on smoother and won't sit into any dry patches. So as I showed you earlier, I had that L'Oreal Collagen Replumping one. So I would definitely say that this goes on smoother than the Double Wear as well, but it's just not meeting my coverage requirements. It hasn't oxidised on my skin whatsoever. Doesn't mean it won't on yours, but it hasn't on mine. And I would definitely recommend this. So if I had to recommend it to a friend, I would, if they needed just like a medium amount of coverage. And I would also say that the price is quite good for what you're getting, even though £27 is very expensive. It is good for what you're getting if you are fully happy with the formula and the way it sits on your skin. The main thing that I want to kind of stress, and the thing that I'm going to leave this review on, is always ask for a sample, because you never know if it's going to oxidise on your skin, if it's the right shade. I mean, in America they have the scheme where you buy a foundation, and if it's not your colour, it's not for you, it's not your shade, it oxidises, you can take it back. We don't have that here. I think the only brand that would probably do that is Clinique, because I asked a Clinique lady on counter, and she said we can't give samples, but if you find that the foundation isn't for you, then you can bring it back and get something different. I think you can get a refund, but I don't want you to quote me on that because I'm not sure. But if you're uncertain, ask one of the Clinique ladies yourself and see what they have to say. So yeah, £27 for 30ml, very smooth coverage, very good quality, very smooth to go on, easily blendable, a million shades. There was like 15 or 20 shades, which is fantastic. This is number 1, so it's the palest one I think you can get. But yes, I definitely would recommend this. It's just personally not for me. So I would probably say this would be good for combination and dry skins. So yes, that is my review and the demonstration of the application. So yeah, if you have any more questions that maybe I've left anything out, just leave them in the comments section below, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. So thank you very much for watching. Please comment, rate and subscribe, and until my next video I shall see you all soon. Bye!